Hey guys! So I just made myself a cup of tea because this morning it wasn't so warm, so I didn't have time to make myself a cup of tea then because I was in a hurry. But then I said that I would make myself a cup of tea as soon as I would get home. Then it got warm, but still I had planned to make myself a cup of tea. So I had to make myself a cup of tea. It's some spice tea, kind of. It's a Jamaican tea. I don't know. So because I'm probably going to forget what I'm saying in this video, I'm going to record this not as one video in English and one video in German. Instead, I'm just going to record some part in English that I can remember long enough, and then some part in Germany. So if some things change, then they will probably change in both of the videos. So this is not me being fake or scripted or anything. No, I don't script my videos. This is just me knowing myself, knowing that I would probably otherwise forget what I was talking about, and I want my videos to be kind of similar. Cheers. So I had to put some makeup on because I felt kind of weird recording a video without wearing makeup. Because I felt my eyes looked weird, and then I found lipstick. So then I thought, why not? So, I have made a video series, a short video series of 3 videos. Well, the German part of this is the 3rd video. And that was because I got a question asking like, what exactly is autism? Can you please explain it to me? And I was like, yeah, sure. Made a video about that. The second half of the question was, how do you deal with it? I was like, I'm gonna make a second video about that because that will just be better, because it was in the middle of the night when I read that question, and I wanted to answer it right away, at least start answering it right away, because the comment was 3 months old. And I felt really bad for not seeing it earlier, because I keep checking my notifications, but it wasn't in my notifications. It was just in some corner of my channel. I saw like comments, and I was like, yeah, I know my comments, I read all of them, and I love all of them. And then I was like, at the very far end was like this question, and I'm like, oh shit. So I wanted to answer it right away. Also, I have a gecko on my ear. Woo! So yeah, this, like in the first video, I have said, of those 3, I have said that I try to concentrate on the good things of autism instead of the bad things, which is a very easy thing because there are a lot of them. And the person who asked the question was like, well, I think it's really good that you see it as a good thing. And like, for someone who doesn't know autism, or even for a lot of people who know autism but who do not know, like, who do not have it themselves, it can be like, oh yeah, you're a really positive person, but like, no, there are way more awesome things about autism than you might think. Like I always say, like, for example, I'm a huge fan of 5 Seconds of Summer. So I say like, oh, Aussie accent is awesome. There's a reason they call it the Aussie accent, because it is so awesome. And like, it's Aussie accent because it's awesome. And it's called autism because it's so awesome. So basically, I thought I'd make a video, and right now I think I'm going outside because I like making videos outside. I prefer making videos outside. So this is my video. I don't know how many awesome things about autism because I didn't script this, so I didn't have a chance to count. The first thing that I'm going to say is that if you have autism and you're diagnosed with autism, people have to react. They have to. Like, you're telling them, I have a disorder that's making me a complete weirdo, so please respect that. And then they pretty much have to expect that, respect that. So if you're like, I used to have panic attacks in school. So if I would have a panic attack, then I could just go out of the classroom. I would have to stay in the school building, of course, because of law and stuff. But I could leave the classroom. And like, even after the panic attack was over, I could take some time to calm down, because there wasn't this urge like, I'm ditching school. No, people knew I was having a panic attack. I had to calm down. So I could take all the time I needed to calm down. Eventually they would send a friend, but they would always send a friend. Not someone that I hated. There weren't many people that I hated anyways, but like, they would make sure that it's a friend. They often sent my best friend. I have 2 best friends in my school. So they had to react to the autism. It's not you trying to be someone else that doesn't have autism. No, you're allowed to be you, and you're allowed to be a complete weirdo. Allowed to be a complete video? You're allowed to be a complete weirdo, and people just have to deal with that. I may not be good with people, but I'm awesome with their pets. Seriously, pets love me. Like, for example, my uncle has this really shy cat and hates people. I walked into the room, sat down on the couch, and basically was like, cuddle me, I love you. Because animals make more sense than humans. I can just go ahead and I understand them and they understand me. So that's why I like them and they like me. As you may or may not know, I am a writer. I write books. I write them in German. I'm in the process of publishing my first, which is a bit harder since I'm in Spain and the book is in German and I have to send it to German publishers. I'm writing those books and people say I'm pretty good. I wouldn't be without my autism, because my autism is what's writing the story, kind of. I am pretty good at memorizing facts. Because facts are a thing. They don't change. They don't change their minds. People do. Facts don't. That's why I can't memorize people. Facts are like, yeah, this is a fact. This is true. I like that. And I'm good at memorizing it, which is why I would be good at school if I would do my homework. If I would do my homework, I would be, and I would have an A in everything. I would be like one of those people that you don't want to hang out with, except you want to copy their homework. But like, for me, that's good, because I don't care if I'm hanging out with people. Like, I like being surrounded by nice people, but I'm completely fine if I'm without people. And actually, that's another good thing. A normal kid that gets bullied for some reason, or like that just doesn't have many friends, it's sad. If I get bullied, of course, I'm sad too, but if I just don't have any friends, I'm just sitting somewhere writing a story down. Like working on one of my books, or writing a fan fiction. I started writing my first fan fiction. I'm writing it for my best friend. I could do pretty much anything, because I'm happy if I don't have any people, because I don't need social contacts. Because social contacts are hard for me. They're a challenge that I'm taking, because I have to get better at it, because that's what society wants. But like, if society doesn't need me to go to talk to people, then I don't have to talk to people. Like, it can be nice if people come talk to me, but if not, then that's fine with me too. And that's my autism speaking. Most autistic people are awesome at math. In my case, my math teacher in my school in Germany has told me, stop doing the work. It's boring as anyway, isn't it? You're our teacher's assistant now. So I basically help my classmates instead of doing the work myself. And that's really fun. Even though it has to do with people, I enjoy that a lot. I wouldn't want to become a teacher. I do like to be a tutor though. A tutor? I don't like a T-U-T-O-R. I don't know how to pronounce that word. So, while a lot of people, especially girls, have a lot of problems with math, oh my gosh, saying it especially girls sounds so sexist. While a lot of girls I know have a lot of problems with math, for me it's actually just like I look at the question and I have the answer. What's hard for me is finding a way to get to that answer, like the way that a neurotypic person would. I had to go inside because the dogs were barking. And they were barking pretty loud. And if they're barking the whole time, then I forget what I want to say because I listen to the dogs. Any woozies? Us autistic people are really good at seeing details. So if we look at something like Where's Waldo or something, or how the hell you pronounce that guy, it's not a challenge at all because we just look there and like, there he is, and there are those other people that you're supposed to look for. It's just like, it kind of sucks though if you're putting makeup on because like you still see every detail, even through the makeup. And like, I'm always get really bothered because it's impossible to get the wing eyeliner to look exactly the same. It's impossible to make it look like it's exactly the same to an autistic person as well. But like, yeah, okay, you can't have anything. You can't have everything. For me, there's nothing that can't be said with the right kind of tea, because the kinds of tea are linked to certain things for me, because I drink that tea in that situation, which sounds like a weird and useless routine that autistic people often have according to society. But actually, if you look at it, then everything really has a reason. And I'm not saying like drink this tea if you're feeling sick because it's good for that. No, I'm talking about what I'm talking about is you just got dumped by your boyfriend. Drink this tea. Like not exactly the tea that's in here, but like this is like just some tea. This is representing drinking tea. Drink this tea. It will make you feel better. And it works. How I have accomplished that is by, for example, drinking that hypothetical kind of tea while watching movies or reading books about girls that are way too good for their boyfriends. Like either that they were aware of it, or that they were just like, you were like reading it and you were like, fuck that guy, leave him. So I have this thought linked to the tea. So I'm like, why? Oh, tea. Yep, I'm fine. Also, like, if that hypothetical kind of tea would be drunk but while listening to the song Independence Day by Five Sauce a lot. Because this is like basically what this like, I'm over this, I'm over you, I'm not gonna waste my life away. This is my Independence Day, I'm moving on, there's no excuse, but not gonna take away the pain. This is my Independence Day. Linked to it. Another thing that's awesome about autism is that especially us girls are awesome actresses, because like that's pretty much all we did for a long time, because society wanted us to. Society wanted us to be a certain way, and we tried to act that way. So like I've probably not been acting all my life, but like let's just say for the simplicity of it, 10 years. 10 years where you spend 24 hours a day practicing anything. Like it doesn't have to be acting, but like imagine practicing whatever you like to do 24 hours a day while doing necessary things like eating and stuff. So wouldn't work that way, but like 24 hours a day for 10 years. that, like, just so you can turn it into a more realistic goal, because you wouldn't practice something for 24 hours a day because you have to eat. I can eat while I act. Of course, everybody can do that. Everybody can act and eat. But, like, for the simplicity of it, if it's not about acting, like, 24 hours times, like, a year has 24 times 365 equals 8,760 plus 6 hours. So there are 8,766 hours a year. That times 10 means I spend roughly about 87,660 hours practicing acting. So that's why I'm pretty good. And especially imagine those not 16-year-old people, maybe 60-year-old people. You can take that number and multiply it by 5, and that would be less than the time that they spent acting. I'm feeling like I'm going into too much detail, so I feel like this video is ages long, so I'm going to end it here. If you like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down there. And then I'll make a part 2 of it, if you want to. Like, let me know in the comments if you want a part 2, and then you'll get a part 2 of this, because there are so many awesome things about autism, and I've only scratched the tip of the iceberg. The Titanic is still going to sink if it hits that shit. So there's a lot more I could do, but I don't know if you want to have that, so let me know if you do. And if you don't, you can let me know that too. So if you don't leave a comment, I will assume that you either didn't watch this video or that you didn't like it, that you don't have anything to say about it. And if you don't have anything to say about it, you're not dying to have a second part. So yeah, this is going to be it for now. I love you guys, and see you later. My gecko wants to say bye too.